Welcome back to the Crust. Now, I've seen enough comments about me not wanting to do the multi-regolith refineries and their benefits that I think it's time that we brave the multi-regolith refineries. So I've just set up 2 here, and this is going to be horribly expensive in terms of the credits that all the belts will cost. But there is room downwards this way. Some of this will be cleaned out, so there should be ample room for a number of them if we need. But I think we're going to start with 2. And sorry, I haven't done anything off camera as of from the last episode, so we should basically be at the same point as we were when the last episode ended. Now, this is interesting, that's for sure. I've placed this down with the regolith input at the back of the refinery. And then we're going to do the slag first and foremost. It's going to be going downwards. So we need to put an underground there, one there, and one there. And then we need to hook this one up to this underground and do this and there. Now we have 4 different inputs on each of the regolith refineries. So we have the iron, we have the titanium, we have the aluminium, and we have the silicon oxides coming out on each side. What we're going to do is, and I was hoping we wouldn't have to do this, but I'm not sure if it's going to be a big one or if it's just a local one. Hopefully it's just a local one, but I don't see any other choice than to deal with this using a bus. So we're going to have 4 belts going down side by side. Like so. Now these belts will go down that way, but I think we actually are going to start with the one up top. Then this one connects in there, and this one connects in there. This one goes 2 out, connects up. The same on the other side. And then this hooks up to there, and this one hooks up to there. This one goes to this one, and this one goes to this one. We have to do this. And we do need that to be a splitter as well. I suppose I'll have to go one further with these belts just to have splitters present. Okay, so up here we have the iron and we have the titanium. So on this one we're going to have iron going down that way, and then the titanium will be allowed to go through that way. The next belt here is for silicon, and then again we need titanium, and this one is for titanium, and the only thing that's allowed to go through here is aluminium. Now to do this properly, this one needs to allow, this one is for the aluminium oxide. Just checking to see, so this one should also allow the aluminium to come through, and this one should allow all 3 of them to come through. This has 3 going that way, and the iron going that way, 2 going that way, silicon going that way, and the last one going that way, and titanium going that way. Now this one I don't need to do anything with. It's going to be sushiing into this bus thing. You have to do the same thing over here. Boom, boom, boom. And this one is for silicon. And then whoomp whoomp. This one is for titanium. And then allow through aluminium. And on this one, aluminium. The reason why I'm setting them up like this is so that it doesn't, because if I just set them to be anything, it will allow half of the silicon through, I believe. So I'm not sure, but let's just say that this is better safe than sorry kind of mentality on my end. Iron here. The other 3 there. Silicon oxide there. Titanium and aluminium there. Not all resources. Only titanium oxide there. And only aluminium oxide there. And of course only aluminium oxide on this one. And we go to the last one and we do the same here. Iron. And then silicon. Why did you go away? And silicon, titanium, aluminium. Silicon, and then titanium and aluminium. Titanium. That and aluminium on that, and the final one will be aluminium. Okay, so this is already 55,750, which is very high. I mean, we have 500,000, but it's 1/10 of what we have just to set up 2 of these with a few belts, so it is expensive. Now I'm expecting that we're going to reclaim a bit of stuff from these others, so because that is part of this. We also need regolith to come into this. That might be a good idea, or so I've heard. We can shut down the aluminium production up here. And I don't think that is a bad idea. What I'm going to do right now is build this, so that's going to be a fair amount of cash. Boom. We can start up the game. And now let's shut down this. And let this process complete so that we can take that belt and take it down here. The other thing we want to do is we want to construct bulk resource storages. Now I'm just wondering, how far off are we from... I don't think we can build them. No, we don't have those yet. We can swap out with them later on. We want some buckets. So I think there. Like that. And we're wasting science points again. Engineering science points, okay. Guess we can take the buckets. Not that I think we can build them, because I think they require something like carbon fiber or something. We'll have belts coming down this way into the bucket, and then the bucket will send regolith into there. Now we can also have a belt going up and then connecting in to the buckets that way, so that we have belts going in both directions here. So this one can just go in there, then we have a splitter there. And we build that, and that means we have 2-directional regolith supply going on here. I believe we have everything we need for the multi-regolith refineries. Yeah, easily. There is this iron deposit here, so we can start by building some extractors on those. There is room for 1. Yeah, I think that there's room for 2 here. Like so. And then we can go up here with a power pole and connect these up. What are we doing up here? Oh, this is gonna take forever. Extractor, shut that one down and that one down. There's extractors down in the land of Long Far Away. I like that name, Long Far Away. That's down here. Because we are going to have to rebuild this thing now. Would it be nice to... Yeah, I think we need to do that. Copy that one and put one down there. Put a belt between them. Build all. Set this to be titanium. I'm going to try to focus on this for this episode rather than doing story, because this is kind of important. We also have higher tier belts, so if these belts fill up, we can always upgrade them to higher tier belts. I fully expect we need to do that. As for the room that we need to build, I think we're going to build this not too far away from this ice deposit here. It would be nice if we had more water nearby, but as far as I can tell, there is no water ice deposit anywhere close, and this is apparently the border of the map. Interesting. I was wondering if there was such a thing. Another option for the room is up here. There is another water deposit there, or ice deposit there, and there might be another one out in the dark areas here, but we'll see when the time comes. Can delete that belt. So this one is done, but I can't tear it down just yet because of the slag. Do we have any mines left that are powered on? I don't think so. I think I powered them all off. I'm not completely sold on the idea of pulling a power pole there. It might... Oh, that's fine, actually. Again, there's... One of these are off. Which one is not on the grid? Why does this want to go one further? Well, that one's not straight. I need to look at that later. Because I don't know what's off here. There is something off on the power grid, but I don't know what. I mean, it's not critical, but I would like the power grid to be correct. Okay, so these are both up and running, so we need to set these buckets to be regolith. Not entirely sure if what I'm doing here is correct, because this one is going to send into that one and that one, but that one is also going to send into that one. It might actually be better to just send everything up to the top. I can't see anything though. Yeah, I'm going to send everything up to the top so that we don't get an imbalance there. Wasting science points. We're again wasting... Okay, we're going to take... No, that one needs blue. The blue we're using on the radioisotope thermoelectric generator. I don't feel we need the rolling mill upgrade just yet. We have the orange we need for that. We're working on the smart concrete factory upgrade. Okay, we're going to go for the regolith refinery upgrade 2 then. I'm not starting them up yet on purpose. I don't want to tear that down, but I'm going to stop them from bringing and taking, because we can belt it up, connect it up to this, and this definitely has to be a Mark II belt. There's going to go a belt there. Which also will connect up to this. But we'll just have to leave it there until – This stuff is done. Yeah, this is going to take a little while, since we have ample regolith left in storage in our refineries. These aren't so bad. This one is done, so that's okay. Be very careful here. And since it's done, it's not going to be outputting anymore. We need to move these as well. Oh boy. Oops. That's gonna be fun. At least we have 1,000 bricks lying around, so that's something, but this is definitely going to be fun. Urgent contract available. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, so... dig out that area, just so the drones have something to dig out. There's no reason not to dig. Shouldn't take too long to fill up that one. Okay, that one's done. Probably has a lot of slag though. Pooh! 1,000. All of the slag that we have up here needs to be transported to the other side, because we are going to have slag production processing over here somewhere, and I'm not sure where. 150,000, that comes in handy right now. And also a little bit more blue research. Nearly 2,000 slag. Ho-ho! Yeah, we have enough slag lying around on the ground, that's for sure. Quite a bit of it. We'll find a way to deal with it, but the bots are not going to be happy about having to carry all that slag around. Nor am I going to be happy about them having to do it. Also thinking we could put these up a little bit more sensibly. Things doing up here. I'm gonna pause the recording while things move along, and I'll be back when things are ready to progress. Well, we got a research complete. So that's the radioisotope thermoelectric generator, which I have no clue what does, but we'll see. We're working on the smart concrete factory upgrade, which is really not that necessary, so I'm going to swap it out with a Regolith Refinery upgrade 1. And that one looks like a good soak, so we'll put that up next. Removed a couple of belts here and there, but really, it's just literally doing this while we're waiting for these refineries to empty out. So, be right back again. There is another urgent contract available, and I also have my mining drones idle. Yeah, we're going to do that one as well. Let's just go right ahead and send the reason at 200,000. Well then. You can just shift left click on that so you don't have to work with the slider. Of course it's 3,050. Oh well. It's worth it. It's 200,000. We just continue to dig out. Because why not? We are eventually going to need the area anyways. Get some scanning up and running at some point though. I've cleared out most of the stuff that's on the ground here. Which means this thing is rather full of slag now. I'm just deleting belt pieces and refineries. There's some hefty amounts of slag lying around on the ground here. But I'm just deleting things as we progress, really. These just need to empty out of the titanium oxide, so I'm allowing them to make the oxides so that we can get the titanium. I've had to put down a third storage here. You can see both of these are full. But that's also why I accepted that contract, because it helps. I built a couple more of these, and we're going to build one more for aluminium. I doubt that these are the final locations for them, to be fair, but I need some storages of all these things near the elevator, and yeah, okay, these are done. That's good. They're also empty, so we can go ahead and tear down the belts. Is the titanium done? It is. So we are actually done with our slag production. So I can tear down the... Well, we're done with the slag production here, at least. So we can tear down these tentacly belts going here. Can actually tear down these as well. I believe this one is done too. It is, so it can go. And I also rearranged the research. We need Mark III belts, that's for sure. Possibly we even need Mark IV belts, but... we'll get around to that as well. So this one is full, and we're getting a hefty cash increase now. 200,000, nice. Also 60 of each research for 10 days, so that's good. I believe these are done. They are indeed, so we can remove those as well. To pick up these little resource knobs on the ground. And let's take a belt up to there, and then hook that up to this one. Just to empty out these two containers as well.
Director, we could use some additional drones. These little helpers do a great job with logistics and increase production efficiency.
Oh, I know.
Your drones can't compare in efficiency to the conveyor belt.
I know that too.
However, drones are versatile. They can extract oxides from a vein or load capsules for sending contracts. Can a conveyor belt do that? I think not.
A conveyor belt can't extract oxides, but it can certainly handle delivering them to the next production module. And loading capsules can be automated with a flight control center. It's equipped with conveyor outputs specifically for this purpose.
So that's what it's for.
I fully support Ratchet on this, Director. The more drones we have, the faster we can send orders, which means we'll make a profit and afford automation. There is an offer to sell drones and Crust solutions, but I suggest keeping an eye on market demand. We might be able to snatch a few drones at a discounted price.
So what is the price of drones and Crust solutions? Doesn't give me drones, so that's... I wouldn't mind a couple more robots, but 63,000 is absolutely, completely, utterly out of the question. Where are you going and what are you carrying? You're carrying slag. Of all things. Okay, so these are done. So we're getting there very slowly, but we're getting there. definitely think we're going to need more than 2 of these, so yeah. Let's just build 2 more, I think. There is another thing that I want to do though, and that is get rid of this. Okay, so we get Mark III conveyor belts, that's good. We do need modular terminals factory, so the rolling mill suddenly became prioritized one. Modular terminals factory, yeah, those are probably good as well. Let's do that so we get the aluminium over to that storage, and we can tear down all those belts when we're done with that. Because this is going to be in the way. Now I need to pause the game while I set up the belts for this. And it's the same thing that I've done the other times, so it might be a bit repetitive. Here's to hoping this works. Otherwise I will have done a lot of work for nothing. I am fairly certain it will work though, but you know, you never can tell before you actually try it. So that's one of them up. Build, copy. Build. I wonder why I have to double click on these for them to actually do something. There's also the matter of the slug handling, of course. I really wonder how this is going to work out. You may notice that I've built the belt from the aluminium extractors so that they come in as well. Just continue the belt up that way instead. Don't dare start prioritizing those with all that slag lying around. I'd like that slag to be somewhere sensible where I'm actually going to use it. Like, say, for instance, behind here. Might be wondering why I'm tearing down that one, and actually that was a mistake to tear down that one, but okay, I'm going to pause again until we have emptied out these various containers and stuff and things and so forth, and I'll be right back. So we finished the rolling mill upgrade 1, which means we can continue with the modular terminals factory as our primary goal, so we can unlock the underground conveyor 3 and then eventually the Mark IV conveyor belt. Just quickly wanted to brief you guys on that. This urgent contract popped up, and I'm going to do that even though we only have 112 microcircuits, because that's 300,000 credits, so accept that contract. And just push that off. We actually do need a faster cargo pod for that. You can see I'm just trying to get everything over here, and there is very little left of our original factory, which is exactly what I want. But yeah, we are getting close to starting up these multi-regolith refineries. So I'll just keep the recording paused until we're done with that. You know that I'm going to get a large cash influx now, so wasting science points. Just look up this again because it's good green science. Sync. Be right back. The Regolith Refinery Upgrade 2, which we don't really need, has been completed. We're still working on the modular terminals factory, so let's just keep doing that. Everything else here looks just fine. Just wanted you to know that this one is completed. I mean, it does lead to things we need, so there's that. Right back. And we have another research complete, and I've built one more of these, and I think we are ready to start up things. I also built the preparation for making smart concrete behind here. We've got 4 buckets of for slag, so that's 36,000 slag that can be stored in these 4. And it goes in this direction, and then this final one will send it back to the beginning so that there will be a constant circulation, while it also sends it up to the 2 smart concrete factories up there. Let's have a look at the research that's completed. That was the modular terminals factory. Which means that the next one we are going to research is the underground conveyor 3, and we need to put that right up to the top, and then we also need conveyor mark 4 at the top after that. Now, we are not making a lot of research currently, so let's go into the Commerce Center and to Crust Solutions and to Science Points. And I think we're going to pay for 200 engineering. That's 42,525. We're also going to pay for 200 fundamental. That's 47,000. And finally, we are going to pay 51,975 for the... No, actually, we don't need to... Well, we do. So yeah, we're going to pay for the green as well. Which means we're wasting science points, but I think it's just not caught up yet. This one has been emptied out as well, so we can tear that down. There's a lot of things around here now that really needs to be cleared out. We're tearing down this. Good. I have no idea what kind of belt speeds we're going to need. I would like these to get up and running so that I can hook up the slag from this to and get that in there. Okay, so that's done. Which means we can build a belt. We are going to require an underground somewhere. Let's go on the lower side of these power poles for this one. This is just a temporary belt. Something like that, I think. Let's see. Up there, there, and hook that up there. Build all. It should start emptying, and let's forbid delivering. And now for the grand test. That's a serious reduction in power. Everything's coming out here. Could be a lot more iron than the other ones, since the regolith we have in here currently is very rich on iron primarily, I think. Okay, I've got something wrong somewhere. Here, that's wrong. Have to go through them one by one to see that everything... Oh. I completely forgot to do this one. So it should have dropped everything that's irrelevant currently. There are oxides lying on the ground here now, so... So much for not having a bus, eh? All of these can be upgraded as well. One of the reasons we don't use power, of course, is that I've turned off all of these. Oh, I moved these around. The ones over here I have not connected up yet, and I think we'll just leave it like that currently. I'm digging and digging and digging and digging, so things are definitely progressing. That belt definitely has to be Mark II. I think this one needs to be 2. So do not forget to upgrade the splitters, because those will still remain at Mark I. See how that helps. This one definitely needs to be Mark II. You see this thing is going around and picking up regolith one by one, and then when it's full it goes back to the buckets where it's allowed to deliver it. It should be all of these. Yeah. Okay, something's not right here. What's going on here then? I need to upgrade these. Is it not allowing it through? Well, this is a bit inconvenient. Do I really have to use undergrounds and get them out onto belts each of their own? It stopped because of the iron. I mean, that's the next part, building the refinery sections. Although I think we might need to have to do that in the next episode, so the reason it stopped up is definitely because of the 2 seconds. It's definitely because these are full of iron currently, and I mean, I can drop it. That will I'll get things moving again. I'm not sure why this one stopped though. There should not be iron in this one. That's why. Let's just have a look at what's inside of the various items here. This one has nothing. This one has the correct. This one has the correct one. This one should have different ones, so that's correct. But I'm wondering if this might be too much for the system. I mean, that one should go to that one. But we'll look at it in the next episode, and if I have to, then I'll redo it. We still have ample money, and do it with undergrounds. There is room in here for 4 belts, so that's something at least. We could take this one down like that, and then the iron in the middle, and blah blah blah. So I'll find a solution, but I'm hoping this works when we get the sections that are going to be refining, I suppose, or smelting down the oxide into the actual metal that we are going to be needing. So, for now, I hope that you enjoyed this episode with rather a lot of pauses. I hope that didn't bother you too much, but there was a lot of waiting involved, and I didn't want you all to have to sit around and just stare at wait or transportation. We have cleared out a vast amount of the regolith on the ground, so that's definitely something. We've also mined out a substantially larger area, and I'm continuing to mine out here. I'll experiment a little bit off camera with where I want to place down the smelting lines for these, but at the beginning of the next episode we should be rather at this location where we are now. So if you have any questions and or comments, then please do feel free to leave those down in the comment section as per usual, or maybe just leave an emoji or something amusing down there. It's been good to see, and I've been very grateful for the interaction on the series so far. So for now, I hope that you enjoyed the episode, and that I'll see you all in the next one.